Alright, buddy. So, I have not been doing reviews for the Book of Boba Fett. I put a poll up on my Instagram today asking if that's something y'all wanted, and it got voted up yes. So, I'm gonna go over the first 2 episodes of the show, as I feel like I have to state in every single Star Wars video I do. I'm not very, I watch the movies and I watch the shows, and that's about it. I don't know, all the other Star Wars lore stuff, books, comics, and just lore. Also, I watched the first episode over a week ago now, and I've only seen the second episode once. So, I'm probably gonna forget some things, but I'm not really gonna do a breakdown. I'm just gonna give you my thoughts. So if you saw my trailer reaction, you know that I was yeah, it's alright. I wasn't super impressed with the trailer, and that's the only trailer I ever saw for it. I watched the first episode, and that's pretty much how I felt too. I was yeah, it's fine. It's gonna be fun to watch, but there's nothing just grabs you, you know? I have to admit, the opening shot did though, with Boba in the the worm, the guts of the worm. I was oh, this is awesome. We're gonna pick up right where we left off. And the style of the show, some of it takes place in the present, a lot of it takes place in the past. That kind of style reminds me of a lot of Arrow. You know, it was modern, but it would always flash back to the island. I think the guy playing Boba Fett does a great job. I think Ming-Na Wen is doing a really good job. I think it's really cool that we're getting to spend a lot of time with the Tuskens. I feel like, for me, they've always just been a joke. And to see their way of living, and to see them as actual characters has been nice, instead of just them being the jokes with their guns and stuff. There's something going on with the woman who runs that bar. The guy who works for the mayor is super shady. The mayor himself seemed fine. I couldn't tell if he was just faking it or not. I don't know. And the train sequence in episode 2 was really cool. Also, just the whole montage of them learning how to use the speedsters was really fun. The 2 huts, I don't know why, but I didn't think they looked great. CGI wise, I don't know if it was the CGI or if it was the placement. They were supposed to be on that thing, and I don't know, the angle was kind of weird. It didn't look good to me. But in that same scene, the black-haired Wookiee was really cool, really intimidating. I've been informed that it is from the comics. I'm still trying to figure out where the show's going. It's still it's one of those things I don't really know what the plot here is. And as I was saying to my roommates last night, is that I get 100% invested in both stories. I get kind of mad when it goes back and forth. During present day, I'm 100% invested, and then it switches to a flashback, and I kind of get mad because I was into that. But then by the time it wants to flashback, I'm mad because I was into that, which is a good thing. I'm just saying it's kind of annoying. I can tell you some things that I want to see from the show. My number 1 thing is Cad Bane. I want to see this Joker show up. I think seeing him in live action would be super cool. I think he's a character that doesn't get used enough. When I watched the Clone Wars, I was expecting him to play a bigger part, because he was all over toys and merch and stuff. I was a little disappointed in that. And I'm watching The Bad Batch now, and I watched the episode where he showed up at the end, but I haven't got to see the actual episode he's gonna be in next. So maybe he gets used a lot more in The Bad Batch for the second half of the show. I don't know, but I think he's a really cool character, and that's my number 1 thing I want to see in this show. My thoughts on the show is it's good. I like it. I don't think it's anything groundbreaking. I don't think it's anywhere near as good as The Mandalorian so far. To me, I'm still enjoying it 100%, and I'm going to continue to watch it. So now that I know that y'all want reviews for these, I'll be able to make them more in depth, because I'll be able to remember more and take notes while I'm watching. So, thank you for watching this. If there's something in the first or second episode I didn't speak on, comment below and I'll get to you. Come back next week for episode 3's review. Hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.